We're on to the new week. It is now Monday, March 29th, and it's overcast. We are 2 days out from completing our upgrade, so let's go ahead and do some quick training on our employees before we choose a job. So Amber will train up to level 3, and Amber is now maxed out. Dylan, same deal. Oh, Dylan's maxed out. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, there's no level 4, and we're actually looking pretty good. So Dylan is a specialist. Amber's a specialist. Dylan's actually a higher level by a significant margin. But it's looking pretty good. They're both earning some good money for us. Okay. Applicants. There's no way. Was this here the whole time? All the times I've been complaining about not knowing how to hire someone, I've been looking in employees thinking it would show up in here. Did I miss this? I might have to go back and rewatch the video and see if I skipped this, clicked here, didn't see an employee, and assumed I couldn't hire one. So we have 5 available. Jaden Reed is an expert, and that's $500 a week. Lottie is an apprentice, $250, proficient $350, apprentice $250. Okay, so do we start with just somebody who's better? Jaden Reed loves anything from Japan, always looks on the bright side of life, hates TV talent shows, and has been in space. Okay, Jaden Reed, astronaut. Yeah, you can come mow lawns for me, bro. You're hired. Done deal. We don't even need to know anything else. What? Never mind. I'm at the maximum number of employees allowed by my current reputation level. So, we will be back for Jaden Reed. And I was trying to apparently hire Lottie Archer, which is not what we want. But, yes, we did miss this. So, why can't I go back? Why can't I go? There we go. We did miss this. This was always here. And I was correct. I actually can't hire them, but I was correct for the wrong reason. So forget about that. We're not hiring anybody. Let's do some maintenance real fast. Make sure that, maybe I already did. Or did we not use that one? We didn't use that one. So we'll get those done. And then Toro. I did a trash contract, so we shouldn't have a third mower to repair. And we'll do a quick refill on fuel and a recharge on battery just because we're here. And everything looks good there. So, to the jobs. We got 2 trash contracts. We don't want either of them. Druid Tour Historic Land. I have mowed that. I have mowed Rear Garden at Raleigh Manor. And I have avoided the pub garden at Ancient Auroch. So I feel like now we have to pull the trigger. I will take this contract. Okay. 99.9% completion. Large area and full of litter. It's a general cut. We're cutting 2 3/4 to 3 1/8. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds for a ground check. And then it is a 20-minute cut time. Recommends a 52. Current grass is 5 to 8 inches. And I don't know what this place looks like. I so want to bring the Toro in there. I really do. But, do I risk it and come in here with the Toro and then not be able to fit? Or do I just throw the 52-inch Skag in there? How tight is that? I'm looking at this right here. I don't know if that's where I come through, but if this is a gate or something and I need to drive through there, is 8 inches going to be an issue? Let's take the Skag. And we'll take a trimmer. And then no one's going to do trash contracts, so we'll go to, I guess, the rear garden. We'll put Amber there on the Patterson. because why not? And she can have the gas trimmer. She can play with that. At Druid Tor, we'll go ahead and tell Dylan to go there, but he's going to take the big boy. And I mowed that with the Toro, so I'm certain that the Toro fits. I think we're looking pretty good. We are going to head off to the pub garden, and let's see what it looks like. Interesting. So, ground check, we have 7 objects and 3 minutes to do it. I see 1. We'll just do a perimeter lap, I guess. I'm glad I didn't bring the 60. I didn't realize there were all these little, like, gardens or whatever those are. I would not have fit in there with the 60. I mean, I'm still curious. Maybe it would, but I would guess by looking at it that I would not. We've collected 4 items. We got 3 more to go. I don't know if there is a valuable here, so let's try and knock out these last 2 items. This last 1 item. And then we'll do a quick lap around seeing what we can find. I did a perimeter lap, so it's not on the perimeter. What about the interior? Let's see. Let's do a lap around this gazebo. Oh, right there. We found it. Let's see. Nothing in the gazebo. Nothing on the fountain. Table. It's just a cup and a newspaper. Oh, they're menus. Okay. Because we're at a pub. So, newspaper. Bingo. The Wandering Wizard. Find the valuable on the Ancient Auroch. Okay. So, from the truck, we're up on the patio. Second picnic table on the corner, there's a book. Or something similar to a book. We have 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and bust out the trimmer. And at the very least, do this stuff. I do feel like this is going to be essential, so let's not mess around. Let's get all the obstacles trimmed around. I think I missed that. There we go. Much better. We'll hit this table. All right. These are swings and like it's like a jungle gym. I don't know why I thought it was a garden. I guess I didn't really pay that close of attention. I just saw like the border and figured it was like a planter or something in the middle, but it is not. I don't know if our 52 is going to fit behind this. So I'm going to trust it to fit there, and we'll leave it, and we'll come through with the mower. But we may have to come back out with the trimmer and touch up there. Go a little bit wider around there. I might have missed that spot. I swear since the game update, the trimming patch is different. Like, it looks like I'm missing stuff. Yeah, like I missed all kinds of stuff. But I definitely overlapped that. So, like, I swear it's like a different pattern of what actually gets trimmed, or something about it feels off. But the struggle is real. So I don't know how well I did around those picnic tables. And I'm aware here on this one that I'm leaving stuff. I'm trying to like be extra diligent on really overlapping it. And it totally didn't help. Okay. How? It's a 99.9 as well, so we know it matters. Like, every single blade of grass is going to matter here. Better. I don't know if I'm going to need to do a perimeter lap, let's hit this gazebo, and then maybe I try and do it just because there's flower beds everywhere. I would hate to not do it and have to fight with the flower beds. Like, that doesn't look like I got it. Try and go extra wide around this. It is on a hill, so we could have some traction related issues. I did not bring the Ego, the Z6, so I'll be kind of curious how the Skag does on these like elevation changes. Do I still struggle with some traction, or is it more related to the electric mower? I do need an apples to apples comparison though. I need to drive them both on the same terrain. And, yep, there's one more of those. If you have a favorite property, drop a comment down below. Let me know which one's your favorite to mow. I feel like mine is probably the rear garden at Raleigh Manor. Oh, I took all those out. I did not mean to run there. Anyway, the rear garden at Raleigh Manor. I like that it's a square. I like that it's flat and open. And I like that I can put like a really nice stripe in it. And it just seems like my kind of lawn that I would want at my house. I would not want these flower beds. I am not a big fan for my own personal stuff. Like, it can certainly look nice, but it's not for me. I don't feel like I'm trimming very well at all. Like, I feel like I am, but I don't feel like it's giving me the effect that I'm expecting it to have. Okay, keep going through there. Nope. Like, you can absolutely see that the string is overlapping all of the grass, and it's not cutting all of the grass. So it's forcing me to overlap, and because of that, I've hit like 15 flowers. Let's pretend that I have it. Try and, not take everything out, but pick up the pace just a little bit. There is a lot of perimeter here because it's like kind of a complex shape. We don't just have like an oval or whatnot, so we've got all this extra stuff where it jogs in and out, and don't want to like skip it and get greedy and then just get on the mower, but I am aware that we're hitting that 7-minute mark soon, and we have to mow this whole thing in 14 minutes. So, or was it 20 minutes? It wasn't 21, it was 20 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna have like 13 minutes to mow, and I might not have given myself enough time. I just took out another flower. The catch here though is like, I can't really not trim this, right? Like, I need the 99.9%. Is this where I left off? Yes. Okay, let's do it. 13 seconds. Let's go. And I need to be at 3 inches. It was what, 2 3/4 to 3 1/4, 3 1/8, something like that. So we hit every single flower, and may as well just give up on the contract at this point, to be honest. And throttle up. That's something I've been forgetting because we don't have to do that on the electric mower. Deck height, we'll go to 3 inches even. And blades on, let's do it. Alright, because of the complexity, I'm going to start in first person. Make sure that, like, I can fit through these, like, little spots. It is snug, but I fit. I might have been able to fit a 60 back there, to be honest. Like, I had some room to spare. going well so far. It also helps that the grass is not very long, so we can breeze through here. We'll get these perimeter laps done, and then I should be able to pick up the tempo just a little bit. Oh, I hit a flower. Oh my gosh, I hit every flower. I was like way misjudging how much stick I had to give it to turn. So I took out like that entire flower bed. And even after I started taking it out, instead of just doing an emergency correction, I just kept like easing into it and way understeered. All right. Let's see, we got a lot of that with the trimmer. So that's pretty good. I don't know, the Toro might have been the way to go. I kind of want to get the larger Skag. It is not like the next one. That one's just the stand-on 52. But they did have a 60 or 62. So I want to get that. I was kind of thinking one of the larger, like, turf management style Toros, golf course mowers, like the Groundsmaster or something like that. But I don't know. I guess it kind of depends when our garage finishes. Like, how are we looking on money? We have infinite loan balances to repay, so we're not about to like take out another one. And then right like that, turn around. Just like that. And you know what, while I'm right here, I'm just gonna do a lap around this one. Did I get that? I did not. So I did need to come all the way over here for that. And then back to the grind. Maybe go around this light pole. And we'll go around this slide. Let's see. I actually did give myself a decent amount of space on the trim, so it did not seem like it in the moment, and I was kind of cursing it, but it looks a lot better than I thought it was going to look. We'll just knock this section out right now while we're right here. And we missed a couple little blades. That's what I was afraid of, was like trying to get that with the mower and having a collision. I knew I left a couple when I trimmed and I was in a rush, so I didn't run back for them. Maybe I should have. And because of the awkward shape here, there's no good way to do this. Let's see. I did not probably give myself as much room around these picnic tables as I would have liked. Alright, that looks a little bit decent. And then up and around. Alright, come over here, see if we can get some sort of a straight-ish path through here. I'm not convinced. There we go. Maybe a tiny little traction issue there where it was rocking on that hill. We'll see when I get closer to the gazebo how it looks, but so far I am definitely having less struggles with the minor terrain fluctuations. And I don't know if it's the terrain or the mower, but I am aware of it. I would like to just make sure this part is done and I don't have to come back. It's pretty good. So we'll hit this. There's that one little patch right there between the tables I'm aware of. Just trying to get some of the meat of the contract performed right now because we are at the 14-minute mark. So let's try and clean up around this table. Back up a little bit and get right here. Maybe next time I would trim a little bit better around the tables, a little bit less around the jungle gym stuff, and then maybe not kill every single flower with the mower or the trimmer. And that would be awesome. We'd have a very clean job. I was on a roll too. I trimmed actually very nicely for so much and then just like come through and wipe out every single plant. So yeah, kind of just botched that. We are having a decent time. We're going to start getting some longer paths here in just 1 second. I don't know if there'll be enough that it'll make up for the 5 minutes that we have remaining, but we're getting somewhere. All right, we're going to be on a side slope here, so I don't know how straight this pass is going to be. I would like to try and just lay down a nice straight line. See how we do. I can't see. So hopefully I'm overlapping enough there. It looks like I did get it. All right, continue cruising. Go around this. And we're back on the grind. There's actually a substantial amount remaining, to be honest. I don't think I would personally send one person to take care of this job. It's not a ton of trimming by any means, but like send people out in pairs. You could have one guy mow while one's trimming, and you would 100% be able to do a very flawless trim in the amount of time that it would take to mow this property, and it would be pristine, and you probably would finish in under 20 minutes. I also would not tell somebody you can mow this lawn for 20 minutes. I would be like, do the job correct, and I expect you to get better every time. But that's how I roll. I feel like setting realistic expectations is not unheard of and hold people accountable for it, but I would not be like, it only takes 20 minutes. I should have picked a different line, and we would be cruising through here better. The gazebo blocks a lot of my stuff. So we'll see how this affects us going forward, but trying to just get back to where I can keep it on full speed. If I switched to a concentric circle pattern right now, we could finish in 2 minutes. I don't like that. It's not my jam, but we could do it. Up and back down. Oh, we're mobbing. We're cruising. We have that one patch, too, I have to remember, in between the two picnic tables at the front. So we're not as far along as it seems, but this part is coming along nicely. Try not to hit all the flowers, and also not waste time going around it. We were so close, though. We were very close. I tried to hit the brakes. I did not. We are very close to hitting this in the 20-minute mark. We are not going to. And pretty well clear on this side now. Come up here. Full speed ahead. Not take out the garden. I was doing so good. And like, I just kind of slid right into that. I got greedy on how close I could get before I let off the throttle, and it paid off for racking up the fines instead of job completion. Okay, I believe we got all that. Over here, full speed ahead, in between the tables. We got 20 seconds. We are 100% not getting 99.9. We're not even at 99. What patch of grass have I not mowed? What do I not know about? Seriously, what do I not know? What am I unaware of? I'm missing an entire percentage. There's no way. There's no way 1% of the grass is those little blades. I don't believe it. We're missing something bigger. There's totally something that I didn't know I missed. Like, I still haven't even hit 0.1% yet, so like, it's not these. There's a decent amount of grass somewhere that did not get cut. There's like 2 blades. Oh my guys, I know where it is. I left it right here. We honestly probably could have done it in time. I forgot I left this strip. I was trying to lay down that nice straight line to follow, and did that on purpose. And there we go. And even still, it only took me 1 minute, and I drove around looking for it. So it was 100% doable. All right, blades up. And let's get off. All right, I was close. I was very close to getting it in time. I forgot I did that. I was so queued up on the picnic tables that I forgot about it. It actually turned out pretty nice. I would have probably picked this line right here and mowed the diagonal, and I think that would have worked out good for actually the entire property, except for like right here. But even still, that wouldn't be too bad. And then we probably would have saved a minute having mowed the diagonal instead. All in all, though, I feel like it was a pretty good job. I'm happy with it. And I was worried about coming here because it was a little bit more complexity. I don't think it was that bad. It really is just picnic tables, and I was comfortable with the trimming. I didn't mind the trimming, to be honest. So, ground check time bonus of 4 pounds, 25 pounds for the ground check. No time bonus because we were late. We picked up 500 pounds on the valuable. And then we had 1550 in penalties. It was 15 for flowers and 50 on one collision. Not terrible, considering I really probably did hit 15 flowers. They were probably 1 pound per flower. But I don't know what was wrong with me there. The mowing was actually decent, except for when I hit the garden. I don't know why. We are trusted rank 5, new level unlocked. We might now be able to hire a new employee. We have Ripley Park Cafe area as a general cut just unlocked as well. Cafe area is a litter collection. And let's take a look at that really quick and see if we did get a new applicant situation resolved. Hold on. We are at the maximum number of employees, and for whatever reason, I keep clicking Jaden Reed, and when I go to hire, it is not actually trying to hire him. But we still are stuck at 2 employees, so I don't know what the rep level is for the next one, but we're halfway through this level as it is. I did not take out an advertisement before this job, so that might have helped too if I would have done that. But we're coming up on it soon. We have one more day to mow before we get our upgrade anyway. And we do have that crappy Patterson. I need a better mower for myself. But if we go another day or two, maybe we unlock the next rank. And at that point, we also might be able to unlock a new employee. I hope you guys enjoyed. So go ahead and leave a like if so. Click the subscribe button to support the channel. And you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.